Okay, yo, good morning YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video, a long-awaited video. I say a long-awaited video. To be honest, it's probably not. I've been disappeared since January. I just completely cut off this app. The main reason is, you know, the videos I was producing at the start, they were good, but you notice I had time to produce them, and then I was getting a bit lazy, like I was just doing the training vlogs, and in my opinion, they were shit. Like, sorry for my language, but they were pretty rubbish. So I stopped posting because I wasn't happy with what I was putting out. To be honest, I do miss making YouTube videos. Instagram videos, TikTok videos, they're cool, but I like to talk. I'm a talker, I'm a yapper. Very much today, what we're gonna be doing is leg day, a full day of eating. As you see, you just saw me make my first meal. It's pretty fucking frail. So full day of eating, leg day training, and just how I spend my days. I'm gonna be running you through what I do. I mean, you saw from the intro, I remember back months ago, if you're an OG watcher, I used to be waking up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I do that when I'm working, but I have no restraint now. I can wake up at 9:30 and it feels so, it feels so good. I've got like a little lion. I go to bed, like 11, half 11. I'm not going to bed at 8, which feels so good to say. Yeah, I'm a bit kind of rotting in the evening on my phone, playing video games, but it doesn't matter, you know, it's my time off. I can do what I like. So to say I'm chuffed is an understatement. My day, pretty much how it pans out at the minute, is I wake up, I have my first meal, and then I do some steps. My step tactic is, if I need something from the shop, I know I'm gonna need it for like my eating or something, like food, whatnot. I just don't buy it, which sounds really retarded if you think about it. Let's say I need 2 kilos of oats. I'll buy like one, because I'll just be buying 2 kilo bags, it's the same price, right? But I run out of that, and then the next day I need to go to the shop, for example. So I like to do it. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. I have to keep dragging myself to the shop, but it's, you know, it's wired me to think I need to go do steps. Even though I enjoy walking anyway, I find that's a little bit, you know, it has to boot me out the door. Let's say I've got like 3 eggs in the cupboard, I need 4 for my second meal, so, you know, it's kind of easier. But yeah, after steps, normally I'll have another meal, so I like to have I'm not sure if I already said this, but I like to have my first meal. Then I go do some steps, typically after like maybe like 20 minutes of just chilling out, you know, wake up properly. Steps, my step count in a minute is 10,000, I like to it from 8,000. And then I come home, I relax and do whatever I want for about an hour, and then I eat again. So I watch a bit of YouTube, play some video games, do what I like, you know, because you know the main stuff's done. Then I have my pre-training meal, then I'll cycle to the gym because I'm a brokey and I don't have a car. You know, I can't complain. When the weather's nice like this, I'm not sure if you can see, but when the sun is shining, you really just can't go wrong with a nice little pedal in the old BC clatter. Shout out to Josh for that nickname, absolutely violated me there. But yeah, then we're gonna hit some legs today. I love a good old leg session. It's probably my favorite muscle group to train, but I think my lower session, which I train on a Saturday, is better. I love squatting, but I'm not squatting. I get to do like a hip hinge, like a deadlift, which is really good. I'll probably see that on Saturday if I decide to record that, because like I said, I'm not gonna bring back every day, but I'll probably do like every couple of days. And I'll show you my training. I'll record each set, because I prefer like a low volume approach, higher intensity. I typically do one warm-up set, 2 warm-up sets on each thing if I feel like I need it. 2 sets, standard style, 6 to 10, 8 to 12, you know, you get the gist, but not everything's like that. Some things are moved around or something, but legs, it typically follows that because I really enjoy that structure. And then when I get home, obviously I have my post meal, and then I just continue to doing whatever I've done. You know, I've walked, I've eaten, I've trained. I have no need to fuss, because when I'm off work, I'm not really like, I meal prep, right, but I ain't trying to meal prep every single meal when I'm off. Like, I don't have mind making it, you know? It's not really a hassle for me. I'm not doing much of my day unless I know, like, for example, let's say tomorrow I was up in London with friends all day, then yes, I would prep my meal, but by all means, when I have no restriction, I will prefer to just make it. It's not a hassle for me because I enjoy doing it. And it's simple, like my meals are just like eggs, chicken, rice. It's really not a hassle. Anyway, enough of that yapping. I'm gonna finish this. This is stone bonkers cold right now. It was warm earlier, but yeah, I ain't gonna put macros on the screen. I'll just put the meal measurements. This is all I did. Like, I'll put macros at the end of the video. I'll see you in a bit. To be honest, I can't lie. It's actually a fucking beautiful day. Look at this. Absolute sunshines and rainbows, bruv. Literally on my way to Pop Shop. I'm starting my steps now, but I fancy a little sunshine. I fancy a little energy drink. So I'm gonna grab one of them. I'll be real, nothing hits harder than a stone cold monster on a hot day. Yeah, I shouldn't drink these because they're shite, but I don't really care. Like, I didn't really fancy coffee today. I normally have a black coffee, but I'm having one of these bad boys. As usual, I just popped to the shop to get a little energy drink monster because I was feeling a little caffeine fix this morning. Like, I ain't trying to have a black coffee. I got a bit of a sweet tooth today, but I did get the 0 sugar. Yeah, I'm just strolling through the woods. This is my regular walk. I walk this right up to the top and then I loop around, but I'm gonna take a longer route today because, like I previously mentioned, I've upped my steps from 8,000 to 10,000, and this route was normally like 7,500 to 8,000. Also, a thing to mention is, if you're walking outside, right, and you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't want to film in public because it's embarrassing. People look at me like that. I got people walking around here. I probably shouldn't film them. But they literally don't give a fuck that I'm talking. Like, people don't look at you different just because you're holding the phone in front of your face. Don't be scared to get out and talk. Like, it's really not a big deal. Also, I can't be the only person that thinks this, but does anybody be walking, right, getting their steps in? They look forward to doing it and they're enjoying it. But then when they're like, been walking for time and then they realise, oh, I've still got double my steps to do. They just can't be fucked. Like, you get that that pre-walk depression, like, or intro, you know, you get that mid-walk depression, like, oh, I've got to keep going. But I suppose it's not so bad when you've got a sunny day like this. Like, I really can't complain. Some people take too many things for granted. Like, there's people out there in war zones, bro. Not to get all deep. People in war zones. I'm eating 5 meals a day. I'm a little bit hungrier than usual, but there's people starving to death, bro, getting bombed. So just like, be a bit more grateful, man. Stop being a dickhead. Alright, yo guys, I know I said I was gonna have 2 meals before I train today, so breakfast, meal 2 and then 3, so actually 3, so no idea today. But I'm actually in such a good mood to train today after my steps. I've got everything done. I'm gonna whip up some Kura rice. But what a lot of people lack when they're, you know, getting ready for their workout is some fucking beast music. Like, you need something fucking hard. Like, we've got the old Linkin playing now, we just did a bit of the old Van Halen. We're gonna whip up some cream of rice. And yeah, pretty much, man, let's get it. Woo! The legs in the cards today, baby. This cream of rice. This. Woo! Well, this is my intro stack, right? I have 1 scoop of this, 1 scoop of these. Take that. Alright, boys. Got that meaty cream of rice bowl. What I'm saying is I'm hyped as fuck to train today. We're going to have a beast leg session. You probably can't even hear me because the architect's playing, but I'll catch you boys when we're working out, baby. Okay, now it's time for the leg training, guys. So this is my first top set of the session on the hamstring curl. I always prefer a seated one. I'm just not really a fan of the line, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it might be different, yeah, it might be better, who knows, but this is what I found's worked for me. So I do 1 or 2 warm-up sets, super light, and then I go into a really heavy 6 to 10 rep range on this. As you can see, I'm controlling it, and mate, I look like I'm gonna poop. One of the cues I like to do here is I like to really, I don't know, I just focus on mind muscle connection. I think about dragging my feet down, not really trying to squeeze my calf, because sometimes I used to squeeze my calf a lot and I get cramp and I think it's my hamstring, but it actually wasn't. And I try and keep my knees in line with my hips. They're just comfortable, and yeah, it feels insane. I'm pushing on the pad as it gets harder, going all the way to failure. Look at that. Same sort of style here. I'm doing 6 to 10 reps, but instead of doing a back off set, I like to do 6 to 10 reps for 2 sets, and I do 1 warm-up set because that's all I really needed today. Sometimes I do 2. Obviously, because I'm using a prime machine, I like to adjust the resistance profile so it's heaviest at the bottom. I just find this helps me control the eccentric a bit more, and I've always found it makes it easy for me because
like I can push out of it. Like if I'm at the bottom, I can get out of the bottom and get to the top, if that makes sense. Sometimes if I'd put it in the middle or hardest at the top, I found that I always felt like I had more reps in me, but I just couldn't push past it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me, so I don't really care. Then into a pendulum squat. Oh, you're only doing three plates on a pendulum squat. That's so weak. Yeah, my strength was taking a big hit on the squats, but I'm really not good playing. Like, I keep a good pace. I go to failure. I don't take any 50-50 reps. And mate, I'm 6'3". Do you know how hard it is to squat arse to grass being so tall? Like, you short kings, that like, yeah, nothing against you short kings, but you don't understand how easy you have it when it comes to leg press or squat. Like, you just try being the same height as me and then try going all the way arse to grass. It is impossible. I almost failed this, but yeah, I didn't. And then into a leg press. I forgot to mention squat is the same. It's the same style. I do 6 to 10 and then do 8 to 12. Leg press is the exact same too. But I don't really bother doing a warm-up set for this. I do like 4 reps with 2 plates. And you can see I'm going, oh, look how deep I'm going, baby. But yeah, I'm also kind of weak on this. I lost a lot of strength because obviously I'm cutting weight, man. It's inevitable. You might think, oh, how much have you lost? Mate, I'm 17 kilograms down. Like, that's a lot of weight. And considering I still look like a bag of milk, you know, I'm still going to push a bit more. But then it's coming, like, I'm not impatient, you know, I'm pretty satisfied. Then I'll finish off the session with abductors and adductors. I ain't going to show you the other one, I'm just going to show you this one. Mainly because it is a boring movement to watch. I'm boring watching doing the narration, bro. Like, how are you going to watch this shit? Like I said, 6 to 10 on this, and then 8 to 12. All the way to failure, and yeah, it's good. You might think, oh, why are your knee sleeves on your ankles? I just couldn't be asked to take them off, alright? Give me a break. And then of course I had to check the pump. Leg pump looking pretty meaty. And yeah, the lighting's pretty good. I ain't going to cope and say, oh, the lighting's rubbish or I'm pale. I just need more muscle and to get leaner. But that'll come over time. Just stop worrying, man. And just do things, stay consistent, and you will get there. Like, man, I look so serious. I look like I'm going to punch myself. Jeez! And if you thought leg day was bad enough, I had to do half an hour on the old Stairmaster. I was sweating like a behemoth. Right guys, so I've just got back from the gym. As you saw, there was some leg footage there. And obviously, as I mentioned, I only showed one set from each exercise. I did film every single set, but I was like, do you know what? This is just dragging on a little bit. It's boring. Yeah, cool, you want to see what I do, but you can hear what I do in the narration. And obviously, I say I do 2 sets of each thing, but just like the top set. And yeah, my strength isn't where it once was, but I'm definitely coming in. Like when I was bulking up, I pushed up quite a lot, and now I'm realizing I'm having to cut off more than I should have, you know, more than I should need to, because I've put on the excess fat. But I'd say from where we are, we actually look okay. Like you saw the leg pump, the lighting was okay, but I'm not going to use a lighting cope because I need more mass. Obviously, being a natural, it'll take longer, and I'm pretty mindful of that. Anyway, enough yapping. We're making my post-workout meal now, and I've had a lot of people say to me, right, that, oh, you eat a lot of food post-workout for a cut. It just looks like a lot of food. Yes, it kind of is, but it isn't at the same time. Like, it's just oats, yogurt, and chicken. It used and honey. It used to be oats, whey, yogurt, and honey. But I was just getting so sick of having whey all the time. So I was just like, do you know what? I'm gonna swap whey for chicken. Yeah, it's like 100 more calories, but it's real food. Also, I ain't sponsored or nothing, but I got this squeezy honey. I had another like raw farm honey, but I was in the shop just buying bread, and I looked at this one. It's a hint of honey, like a hint of cinnamon in the honey, and to be honest, it's pretty tasty. I'm not gonna fault it. But anyway, enough yapping. I'm just gonna whip this up because I'm absolutely starving after that session. I had legs and then half an hour on the cardio on the Stairmaster. And if you know me, you know I like to train hard and I like to do my cardio hard. So I ain't messing about. My shirt, whoosh, I had to wring that sheet out before I put it in my rucksack, and I had to come home no shirt because I'm just a gangster. Look at them guns. All right, enough of me being a batty man. Let me whip this up and I'll show you when it's done. Woo! Look at that meal. We got the yogurt with the honey, we got the oats with the cherries, and I got the chicken with some salt and pepper and some sauce. Like, I don't track my sauce. This is the low calorie sauce. Like, if you're tracking sauce and worried about the calories from sauce, You need to really think about what you're doing. Like, sauce isn't an issue, bro. Stop sacrificing flavor because you're too picky. Like, I ain't ever seen a bodybuilder never use sauce. Like, it's like, yo, you're on steroids. Who gives a fuck, mate? Live a little, bro. Jesus Christ. There we go. Food. As like I mentioned at the start of the video, obviously I've been to the gym, I've done my steps, I've had 3 meals today. I've only got 2 meals left. So I'm just gonna chill out. Gonna watch the new Trenton's video, got a bit of music on there, probably play some games. There's not really much left to do for the end of the day. Maybe I'll go on another walk after my next meal. Obviously I'm gonna show you my meals. I got 2 more. They're not really that exciting, but I'll show you anyway. It's a full dev eating video. But yeah, if you've made it this far, comment cheesy fart if you've made it this far. If you haven't made it this far, well, you're not going to comment cheesy fart. Alright, I'll see you at the next meals. Alright, mate, I have my next bit of grub. That's like the macros and shit, but if you're not a retard, you can see it's just 4 eggs and 2 bagel thins, mate, with a little butter. Like I said, I'm not a gimp, so I don't weigh the butter or the sauce and shit. Bro, I'll be real, I ate that meal in like, what, 2 seconds? I was hungry as fuck, and I kind of regret that shit, because I got no more carbs till tomorrow. And tomorrow's a rest day, so there's going to be like no food, there's no carb at all. I've only got 2 carb meals. It's peak tomorrow. But I'm going to keep myself occupied. I don't know what I'm going to do, but bloody hell. Next meal is just going to be in a sec. It's literally just chicken and lettuce and a bit of sauce. It's pretty bleak, and it's what, like 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm starving, Alright, boys. I'm going to keep it real with you now. This last meal is pretty rubbish. It is literally just, I eyeball some lettuce. Obviously like, oh bloody, I'm dropping it on the floor. Obviously when you're eating in a calorie deficit, there's only so much you can do before, you know, having no food really is mind games. Like, if I'm being honest, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do to combat the hunger I feel until tomorrow. So all I gotta do is just gotta man up a bit. Yeah, you see me bulking up this meal of lettuce, but it's still like 2,000 calories a day, still 2,000 calories a day. You can add sauce, you can add whatnot to it, but that's still gonna be 2,000 calories. Yes, you get a little, you know, a few extra bits here and there, but it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not a crazy difference. Like, you can only cram meals as much as you can. Like, this, to me, is basically just the Caesar salad. Caesar salad. You just cut up iceberg lettuce and 150 grams of chicken and a little bit of sauce. I don't use Caesar sauce, I use like a low calorie, creamy ranch. It's pretty alright. Does the trick. But no, as I'm saying, like, there's only so much you can do to your food before it becomes, you know, mind games. Because I could try and cheat this diet, I could make it easier. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that created this for me. It is just willpower. It is just fucking discipline. Because no one said getting in shape was easy by any means. I'm not even in shape, really. Yeah, my arms are kind of cool. And I got kind of quads. I don't know if you can see that. I got all right quads and I got good back definition. You know, but I'm nowhere near, like, in the shape I consider being in shape. But that's just own personal standards. I want a 6-pack of abs, man. I've never had them. I've always been a bit of a fay. Like, I'm trying my hardest, and I'm gonna do what I can to do this. But the difference is with me, I ain't got a time, you know, I ain't on a time crunch. Like, I got a couple of mates doing some shows, and it's like, I ain't got to worry about that. So that if I have a bad weekend or a slip up, which is very, very rare, then, you know, I don't have to beat myself up about it. But unlike some of these men that are doing competition preps and shit, oh, I don't tell me I've got no pepper, bro. I've got to fill that John up. But no, what was I saying? See, there's like the men doing fucking competition preps. They can't cheat on their diet. If they do, it's like, oh, you know, I've cheated on my diet, I can continue. But you'll put yourself in that position, much like I put myself in this position, like a lifestyle thing, where I just want to get jacked for this, like lean for, not just for the summer, but for life. Like, I want to get lean so I can bulk in, so I can put on much needed size. Because right now I'm puny, like, but these men doing competition preps. If you're cheating on your diet, like, it's kind of like, you know, why? You've chosen to get yourself in this position. Oh my God, I've got so many black peppercorns just like not crushed in my meal. Look at this. That is my last meal. Macros here. Well, I say macros. Meal. Don't ask me why I'm sat in my bed eating this meal. Well, if you're gonna ask, because I'm probably gonna lie in bed and watch some telly
in a bit, but to be honest, I'm gonna go on another walk after I've eaten this because it's only 8:30. Rest day video next week, and probably on Sunday. Keep you guys entertained because I know you love it. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe, share if you want. I don't care. It means a lot. You know, support would be great. I'm finna hop back on this because if there's anyone watching where I actually used to post consistently, I miss that. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.